This is just a quick review of my Sure Track drive over Fender 18 foot by 8.5 foot wide trailer that we got back in January. Now we have about 7,000 miles on the trailer, so I can kind of say a few things about it. It's not brand new to me, so I know I had a few questions when I was looking for one of these and I couldn't find answers, so maybe some of you guys will find this useful. So my model did come with a standard coupler, 2 5/16. It did not come with an adjustable pentel hook. So those are options that your dealer either spec'd before they ordered stock in, or when you order it as a custom order you'll have to choose. I went with the standard hitch ball because it's all that's available as of right now, since these are incredibly hard to find. The spare tire gets mounted up on the front of the trailer because legally they cannot hang off the sides because this trailer is at the full DOT width. So the reason we got this was to pull our Jeep Wrangler that is about an inch wider than the fenders on this trailer. And as you can see, maybe if I zoom in a little bit, it's hard to see maybe on this side. Some scuffing, that's from the tires squeezing in between the fenders. So I trust these fenders can handle that pressure. So with a regular car trailer with thin fenders, I wouldn't recommend squeezing the tires in between, and it's not something we wanted. Also on a regular car trailer, the trailer itself ends pretty much at this grip tape on this part of the grip tape. So when you stick a Jeep on there that's as wide as the fenders, the tires are kind of sticking out over the side of the trailer, which it was not something we were going for, driving this thing across the country and on many trips. This model has brakes, front and rear axles. It's a 10,000 pound rated trailer. Trailer weighs 2,900 pounds and has a capacity of 7,100 pounds. My Jeep, guessing, is around 4,000 pounds, so I'm at about 7,000 pounds loaded. And that's one of the drawbacks to this trailer, is that it's about 1,000 pounds heavier than a regular car trailer. The ramps are concealed in the back. They slide out of the back. There's doors for them. It does have a dovetail in the back here. It has comes standard with a couple of shackle points, 2 in the front, and the 2 in the back are here on each side. Now, as you can see, mine did have a board pop, so that's one of the drawbacks to a wood deck, is that you're going to get a few that pop, especially over the summer. We went out to Utah, which is incredibly dry climate and hot, and we came back home to New England where it's incredibly hot and incredibly damp, and I think that caused the board to just warp out. That's a drawback to the wood deck. The positives of the wood deck that I find is it doesn't get slick when it's wet or when there's snow on it, and it also doesn't get hot in the sun. So when we leave our trailer parked out in the parking lot at an off-road park or somewhere in a driveway, and we're going to load the Jeep up after we're done for the day, we're not laying down on a frying pan trying to get our max straps around the axles. So I kind of was aiming for a wood deck for those 2 reasons, knowing that I might have some popping, and next year I'll be staining the deck, but I'm going to give it a year for this pressure treated wood to acclimate to being a trailer deck, and then I'll put some stain over it or some water seal over it. So I know some people are always wondering the dimensions of these trailers. and I couldn't find info for that either. So the dovetail itself is 2 feet, and then the overall to the front is 18 feet. So the deck itself is 16, and the dovetail is 2. And then I'll try to find some pictures to post of my Jeep JK 2-door up on here and where it's set on the trailer, because it does sit back pretty far. The rear axle sits about where the back of this tire is, so the axle sits here and the tire sits within this area, which is another reason I didn't want a regular trailer with removable fenders, because I don't know how people place the Jeep correctly with the fender not on and then install the fender. The Jeep has to usually end up being too far back, and you end up with too light of tongue weight, which leads to all kinds of traction problems with your towing truck. So definitely, if you have a Jeep with a wider stance than a stock stance, this is definitely the type of trailer you want to go with, or a conventional deck over. But we didn't like the idea of a deck over because of the height that the Jeep would be, how much taller it would be off the ground, and how much more its center of gravity would have been raised. So let me grab another dimension for you guys. So as you guys can see, the trailer is 82 1/4 from fender to fender. And if I can get the tape measure to play, deck to deck is 98 inches, and then overall, which is rub rail to rub rail, is 102. So those are a couple of the dimensions of the trailer. And then this isn't setting perfectly straight, but the deck is, sorry about that, about 25 inches off the ground. So much lower than a deck over, which I believe is about 34 inches off the ground. So if you guys have any questions, just drop them in the comment box and I'll try to answer. Also, if you guys could like and subscribe, that would be great. I do mostly Jeep related content, and I'm hoping to do a little bit more. Thanks for watching.